Hello, everyone. Welcome to KTAL News Now. I'm your host, Anthony Macklin, and today we are joined by a very special guest from Angel Studios who is here to talk with us about their streaming service and their heartfelt hits for the month of February. So please, without further ado, please welcome Director of Communications at Angel Studios, Chris Woolsey. Thank you so much for being here.
Are you kidding me, Anthony? Wild dogs couldn't keep me away from your show. So excited to be here.
So, for those of you who haven't seen our show before with Chris on the show, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at Angel?
Absolutely. So I am director of communication, and I oversee all the PR campaigns for our Angel streaming service. And you can access that on your smart TV by downloading the Angel app. You can go to your favorite app store and you can download the Angel mobile app for your phone or tablet. Or you can go to angel.com. You can find out tons of information about all of the different titles, movies, and TV shows on Angel. And you can click and sign up to become an Angel Guild member, which not only unlocks the entire Angel library for you, but also gives you tons of benefits like the ability to share these movies and TV shows with your friends and loved ones. You also can get free tickets to theatrical releases for our films in theaters across the country, and just all kinds of endless benefits. So check it out at angel.com.
And as I mentioned earlier, with this month being the heartfelt hits, could you dive into some of the types of movies and shows that people can expect from that?
Yes, absolutely. So everyone knows February is the heart of the season of love. And so we have a ton of movies and TV shows that are really going to enhance this season for you and your family. And we have a ton of great things. Probably what I'm most excited about right now is the animated musical David. This was a blockbuster that just left theaters and is now streaming for our 2 million Angel Guild members on the streaming service. And this is an incredible, incredible movie. It did spectacularly well in theaters across the country. And it's, of course, the story of King David from the Bible, and it is the original zero to hero story. He starts as this little shepherd, and we follow him through his journey of his life until he becomes the greatest king in the history of Israel. It is a spectacular movie. The voice of David and many of the songs are sung by Phil Wickham, Christian music star, and it is just a wonderful, wonderful movie, and your family is just going to love it.
And speaking of other movies that are available on the platform, this one is actually exclusively on Angel, and I'm talking about I Was a Stranger, which also won a bunch of awards. Could you tell us a little bit about that one?
Sure, I Was a Stranger is, as you said, an award-winning drama. So it is the story of five strangers and how their lives are intertwined over a single day set behind the backdrop of the Syrian civil war. It is a taut drama. You will be on the edge of your seat from the first frame until the credits roll. It is a beautifully written movie. Brant Anderson, first time director, just knocks it out of the park in his freshman effort. It is a amazing, inspiring story of what people go through in their journey to obtain freedom. It is a beautiful film, and it's one of those movies that will not leave you alone. Once you watch this film, you are going to think about it over and over again in the coming days, weeks, and months. It's amazing.
And as far as reality shows go, there's actually one called Mike Rowe, People You Should Know, where he kind of just goes around the country talking to a bunch of different people. Could you tell us about that one?
Absolutely. Mike Rowe is just, he's my favorite everyman. He just, everything he does is just inspiring and interesting and engaging. I'm such a huge fan. And so I was very excited when People You Should Know came onto our service. And this is a show where he goes and travels the country and he meets inspiring people who are very normal people who are doing very extraordinary things in their community. So he is interviewing people and hearing their life stories of people who are sacrificing of themselves to change the community around them. And man, you talk about inspiring and addictive. You're going to sit down and start to watch the first episode, and before you know it, you'll have binged half the season. It's incredible.
And as a personal fan of documentaries, this one really, really caught my eye called The Riot and the Dance. Could you tell us about that one?
Yes, this is a beautiful documentary series that the filmmakers travel the world and they get natural footage that just captures the beauty and the mystery of the natural world around us. It is absolutely gorgeous. The cinematography is through the roof. And it's also really interesting. So, not only is it a beautiful viewing experience, but it also is very informative. I learned so much watching this series. I felt like I came out with a PhD in biological sciences by the time I was done. It is a phenomenal series. You have to check out The Riot and the Dance. Simply breathtakingly beautiful.
And there was one other drama about a an alcoholic who meets this kid with Down syndrome. It's a very heartwarming drama called Where Hope Grows. What can
Yes.
people expect from that one?
Oh my gosh. So, not exactly romantic, but definitely a heartfelt movie. Your heart will be moved watching this. This is one of those movies that you watch and you come away and you think, I think I'm a better person for having watched this film. So, Christopher Balaha, who is an amazing actor and human being, stars in this. He plays a failed sports star who is basically drinking himself to death. And one day he's at the grocery store and has this random run in with a young man with Down syndrome who happens to work in the produce section. And they strike up this odd friendship that literally turns his character's life upside down. It is so well written. The performances are top shelf. And like I said, this is a movie that when you get done watching it, you're going to think your heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Just like the Grinch. But
Exactly.
in terms of this month for February specifically, I know we talked about how it's the month of love with all these heartwarming titles, but is there any specific to Valentine's Day that people can enjoy?
Yes, we have quite a few rom-coms, we have romantic dramas, we have all kinds of great things on Angel this month. I particularly like Plus One to an Amish Wedding, which is a very fun rom-com. I highly recommend that. It's this woman who randomly meets this young veterinarian who's very charming, and it ends up that he comes from an Amish family and she's invited to go back for his brother's wedding. It's really, really well done. We also have A Marriage Made in Heaven, which is kind of a dramedy. It's got a lot of comedy and it has a lot of drama. And it's about a man who gets a second chance to repair his failed life and marriage. It's a beautiful story. So yeah, if you're looking for a good rom-com to cuddle up on the couch with your significant other for Valentine's, then Angel's got you covered.
And with all these, we talked about different dramas, documentaries, and y'all even have a clean comedy program. Am I right?
We do. So we own Dry Bar Comedy, which is the largest clean comedy library in the country. We have almost 800 specials on Dry Bar, and most of those are available on the Angel streaming service. And we get new ones just about every week. So this month we have a bunch of great ones. Andy Hendrickson has a special called Rabbit Hole that is hilarious. Nazareth, who I have performed with many, many times. He is a fantastic Christian comedian. And I think this is a very timely special. It's called American by Choice. So Nazareth grew up being an immigrant and came to this country and has this comedy special that kind of highlights his life experience. And it is hilarious, as is everything he does. And then this was another one that really resonated with me. This is Dylan White's special, which is called I Will Never Be Cool. And as a dad of two teenagers, I certainly can relate to that.
And is there anything that we didn't cover today that you wanted to touch a little bit more on?
Well, just that we have so much on the Angel streaming service. Check it out. We're kind of in the midst of sports, the sports season, the high watermark of the sports year, and check out all the sports titles we have. I particularly like the Michael Chiklis film, The Senior. Which is it's based on the true story of Mike Flint, who is a man who went back at 59 to play college football before he became ineligible. It is really inspiring. It's very fun, and Michael Chiklis is off the charts amazing in this movie. So check out The Senior.
And where can people get more information about how to view these titles on Angel and their website, mobile devices, all that?
Absolutely. If you go to angel.com, it has all the information for you. And again, you can sign up to become a guild member. And not only does it give you all the benefits, but you also have the ability to communicate with us for the first time in entertainment history. This is now a two-way relationship. And so you can tell us about the movies and TV shows, your thoughts on movies and TV shows that we are planning to bring to market, and you can tell us things that you're looking for. So it's very exciting, and we hope you go to angel.com and check it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure for you to be here and taking time out of your schedule. I'm sure you're very busy with all this stuff. So
I am never too busy to talk to my friend Anthony, and that is the truth.
well, thank you again. This is always a great time. And again, go to Angel Studios to view all of this and more. Any final thoughts before we head out of here?
I'll be back in March. We have so much to talk about, Anthony.
Can't wait. But if you haven't yet, be sure to visit ktalnews.com, which is where you can find all of these stories and more on our website, which is where we stream this show every day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. But for now, I'm Anthony Mocklin. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for joining us.